What is up, Chiral Esports? We are here today with Chiral Esports versus Mad City Mirage. I am once again joined by the one, the only Shellitronnn. How you feeling today, Shelly?
Man, I'm feeling real good, Chief. We have a very exciting one. I want to give a little prelude to it. We're already deep into the first ban phase, man. I want to just go ahead and get down to this. And before we get started, I'll let you guys know that it is Chiral Esports on the blue side, and it is Mad City Mirage on the red. First two bans for Chiral is going to be that Jax and that Thresh. One is kind of a pocket pick for the top lane, and the other is one of the better support when you want to go Aphelios, and that's answered by Rel, Twitch, and Seraphine on the side of Mad City Mirage. As we all know, Yoo-Hoo loves that Twitch. He's almost a Twitch one trick with 160 plus games on it so far this season.
Yeah, there is a lot of good Seraphine players out there. Just because Seraphine is that strong, Camille and Gragas being picked up. Camille for Chiral and Mad City picking up the Gragas and the Udyr. Two pretty stacked picks, I'd say.
Yeah, so both sides, I think more so Mad City Mirage got rid of some of the more annoying champs, but they went ahead and allowed themselves to get two annoying champs themselves. Udyr is, you can nerf him all you want to, but until he's actually 100% just dead out the meta, he is going to be so annoying. The point and click stun with him and Gragas is going to be a problem, but Camille is a very strong laner. I do want to see how that goes. Jarvan and Vayne being the picks for Chiral Esports sounds very, very interesting to me. I want to see how that goes, especially since there are already two potential tanks on the board for the side of Mad City Mirage.
For sure, there are a lot of tanks right now with the Gragas and the Udyr, but there is a pretty beefy frontline right now. Camille gets pretty tanky. Jarvan can build either tank or bruiser, and Taric going to be the first ban of the second phase for Mad City.
Yeah, that Taric ban is a little bit interesting to me because I don't think that Orbit plays it too much. Maybe he's been spamming it more lately, but it seems like enchanters are the name of the game. We say, okay, we don't want Seraphine, we want Taric to be able to go with this Vayne right here. But we did kind of skip over this Kai'Sa pick on the side of Mad City Mirage. That's very, very important. Now I think this Gragas is going to go to the top lane, but it could easily be flexed to the support role if need be. We see the Nautilus ban come out for the side of Chiral Esports, and Galio is going to round out the bans. We did see the Killer Guy last week on the Galio. He got the counter pick in game 2, and it didn't work out very well for him in that matchup, but they still do want to get rid of that pick to see if he can pick something even deeper into his champion pool.
Yeah, basically 4 supports being banned out here by both teams. We'll see what Mad City decides to pick up here. They could pick support if the Gragas is not going support. They could pick mid lane. Their jungle and ADC are already established. That does make Gragas, if this Alistar is locked in, going to the top lane. Alistar Kai'Sa, very strong combination.
Yeah, what they're doing right here is Mad City is allowing themselves to get the counter pick in the mid lane. That's a very, very smart strategy. Make Chiral Esports show their hand, say, what is the Killer Guy going to do? And you can go ahead and make your plan from there. That's a very, very smart strategy. And we have seen numerous times, Chiral Esports, look, El Wavy is a very strong jungler. He gives, look, Ching Bear is not going to have any help at all. In both games last week, he got no jungle participation at all. He did not show up at all. And El Wavy showed a lot of attention to that mid lane. So you make Chiral show their mid lane first, and then you counter pick, so you may have a good 2v2 in the mid lane for yourselves. But this Janna's pickup here for Orbit, that is a very interesting one. You can't ban out every single enchanter, and he gets the Janna for himself here.
Yup, Orianna going to be the final pickup for Chiral. And I would like to point out Mad City Mirage did decide instead of the Alistar to pick this Lulu. So quite a lot of just tank and support for this Kai'Sa. Maybe this Gragas goes a little bit of AP, but maybe goes full tank. We will see what their mid lane pick is here. So maybe something to really enable the team composition. And maybe another 80 carry is what they need.
Yeah, this Tristana, we've been seeing this get even higher in priority. I think worldwide, Tristana is coming back into the meta. She's a very, very strong laner. She can be very oppressive. And once she gets leveled up, you know, her passive increases her range with levels. That range becomes extremely oppressive, and she's hitting you with that Kraken Slayer, and she's able to jump in and out of these fights. You know, her E got buffed, I think, a couple of times over the past like from a while ago in these patches, but Tristana is getting up there in priority and playing in the mid lane against the killer guy who had a little bit of trouble when he got the counter pick in game 2 of last week. This is going to put a lot of pressure on not only the killer guy, but L Wavy as well, because you have to pay attention to this lane. Look, Orianna is a strong control mage, but with how strong Tristana can be, especially with having the cover of an Udyr, able to run up at any moment in time, and you can just stack up with your explosive charge on Tristana and burst Orianna down very, very early, that's going to be a very, very hard lane to play for the killer guy.
Yeah, it is going to be a bit of a hard team to face off against. This there is quite a bit of tank, quite a lot of enabling for the side of Mad City. But let's talk a little bit about Chiral right now. Chiral being able to deal a lot of damage. They are lacking a little bit of tank, with this Jarvan really being the only tankiness on their team. But I still think that if they play it well, they can play it right.
Yeah, I mean, in the mid game, you're going to have Camille split pushing, so you're going to get... We've seen Camille so many times be able to just completely destroy a game. You're on objective, you're on the Baron, and she's taking your inhibitor turret by herself. You have to answer her. I think Ching Bear is going to have a better time. He had to play these kind of, tankier, weak side top laners last week. Now we see him on an actual carry who can... Look, we all know Camille's a little bit busted right now, so I want to see how he plays that. Outside of that, I mean, you have to protect this Vayne. Vayne's gonna be the centerpiece of this composition. Jarvan is good for picks, and he has to be the front line in this composition as well. But I mean, when you have Janna and Orianna, you there's not a lot of room for mistakes, not a lot of room for missteps or being out of position and having not so confident shot calls. You have to be crisp in all of your movements and your mechanics, because this is a team comp going against a very strong bursty and front to back and click this point and click stuns, and you have the polymorph from Lulu. You have to be very, very smart and very, very active on the map if you're going to be on the side of Chiral Esports here, because this competition from Mad City Mirage is a little bit easier to execute on. But if you can get those picks, and if you can get Camilla ahead and get her off to the side lane, and she's out there pushing while you're going on objectives, you can make a lot of very good moves and get a win in this very first game.
Yep, there is a lot of different possibilities both of these teams can do while the spectator delay is ticking down. Let's just break down each one of these lanes one by one. I will start with Camille versus Gragas. Camille can go all in on Gragas, but something you need to keep in mind is that Gragas E, his belly slam, is actually one of the highest ranking CC abilities, which means that it will basically cancel any other CC ability. That includes the hookshot from Camille. It does include a Rammus Q. It includes a lot of different CCs.
Yeah, and that brings you right to the jungle matchup, because you have Udyr, the stun god. I mean, he's coming out of nowhere, fog of war. You see him, if you have a chance to see Udyr, you're probably already stunned. He comes in so quickly, that Turbo Chem tank gets that dead man's plate, and you see on the side of Chiral, there's a little bit of AP there. There's Janna, there's Orianna, but most of the AP damage is coming out of Orianna. So Udyr would be all right to stack some armor going for that dead man's plate. But Jarvan, L Wavy, not playing his Graves, not playing one of these more carry-oriented junglers here. And, I mean, look, he's like almost a Kayn one-trick, has over like 80 games on Kayn so far this season. I'm surprised that he did not actually go for that. There would be no front line, but this Jarvan can be very strong for a pick comp. I mean, you have Kayn, you have Vayne doing all that damage, and you get there, you lock them down, and the Wombo combo from this team comp is going to be very, very strong. L Wavy on this Jarvan against this Udyr actually has a chance in the jungle.
Yep, for sure. Or, excuse me, Orianna versus Tristana. I think this is going to be a pretty skill-heavy matchup. Pre-6, I think Tristana can win, but as soon as Orianna hits 6 and has the command Shockwave, I do think that there is going to be possibilities for outplay from the killer guy.
Yeah, I think in this matchup, once you hit 6, you should probably, I don't know if Tristana likes this, but I think sometimes you might want to go ahead and do this. If you can rush boots and you're able to get away, get out of the area where the ball is, those commands coming in, you might have a chance on the side of Steel City Warrior, but you're going to have to be very aggressive early on. Like you mentioned, the killer guy is going to have a lot of fun as the game moves forward. He's a pick waiting to happen. You miss position, and then you have Oriana with the Shockwave. You have Jarvan go in, command protect, Shockwave on him, and now all this wombo combo you have. Oriana, the killer guy in the mid lane, the lane that L-Wavy gives the most attention to, is going to be the focus. This mid lane is the most important lane in the game.
Yep, definitely. Vayne versus Kai'Sa, I can break down this one a little bit. Vayne and Kai'Sa have similar ranges, but Kai'Sa is better at longer trades right now, especially with this Lulu and the shield and the speed boost. Janna and Vayne are looking for short 1 to 3 auto trades.
Yeah, you said it all right there, and you already said with Jenna and Lulu, I love this Lulu pick. She's going to really help out this whole composition. You try to go in on her, she's going to polymorph. Try to go in on Kai'Sa, she's going to polymorph, able to sustain the shields. It's going to be very strong, but Jenna could be a pocket pick for Orbit. I want to see how this Jenna plays. He doesn't usually plays a lot of Rel, Leona, and Thresh kind of comps, but Jenna could be the centerpiece, not the centerpiece, but a very strong support for this team comp, and I really want to see how it's piloted.
For sure, as spectator delay is ticking down, we're going to have to a short break. We'll see you guys on the Rift.
child in Valorant has heard the tale before about the cursed mommy boy who felt his heart no more. So sad and lorn, the helpless lad, Amumu was his name. He ventured out to find a friend and learn about his bane.
Welcome back to the Rift, Chiral Esports, and XLNC fans all over the globe. We are here today with Chiral Esports versus Mad City Mirage. And let me tell you, from the pregame and champ select, I think this is going to be a pretty good game.
Oh, yeah, this is going to be an excellent game. There's a lot of outplay potential in the mid lane, a lot of interesting support pickups here in the bot lane, and you know what Udyr does, you know what Jarvan does. I definitely want to see how that works out, but Camille versus Gragas in the top lane, Gragas going Doran's Ring. I want to see if he goes full AP in this 80 heavy lineup here, and just how well we're going to look at Chingbear, because he does play super weak side. Wavy does not give him any attention. A 5-stack here, line of scrimmage across the river, so no level 1 shenanigans on the board for us tonight.
Yeah, from what we've seen, Wavy doesn't like to go for Chingbear, but we may never know. Wavy may be going up for Ching to help out this match.
Yeah, he really might, because this is his first time out of, what, two games so far, only one match, where he's playing an actual carry. He's playing on this Camille. This Camille really can get ahead and can be a monster on the Rift if she's allowed to have a very good beginning of the game. So we'll see Wavy start on this top side, and we'll see Best Turtle RU start at his blue as well. So jungle's going to be pathing in opposite directions. There is gonna be Steel City Warrior jumping in for a little how do you do.
Yeah, this is gonna be the hardest game probably for me to cast ever, because we have 3 Steel City Warriors.
Yeah, we have Steel City Warrior, Steel City Warrior, and then what I have to assume is Steel City Warrior with an L or an I instead of, or I guess an I instead of the L. I don't know how or why or when or who was the one who said they wanted to do that, but that's what we got this game.
They look exactly identical.
They really do. It looks like an L. That last,
both of them look like L's.
I have no clue. I don't know how they did it.
Maybe you are allowed to have the same names. Yoo-hoo taking a little bit of damage, dodging that Void Seeker, feeling pretty good, getting that those swift legs or whatever they call it in basketball.
Well, they call them swift legs, but what we do notice here is that Steel City Tristana is starting with the call. He said, "Look, I'm Tristana in a lane that gets a control mage. Come on, now I have Ignite and I have Hail of Blades. I'm gonna be chilling in this lane right now. I'm gonna go ahead and get my goal right here, and we're just gonna rock like this." He knows that he's gonna be in a decent lane for himself. Wait a minute.
Beautiful flash out from North with the heal as well. Wavy not being able to hit that flag and drag. Gets hit by the Void Seeker somewhere in that kill or guy. Forced to use the flash as Steel City Warrior popping that Ignite. Now Wavy is just helping push this wave out.
Yeah, Wavy came in for the gank bot side, and he was able to force out the flash from North. But like you said, Killer Guy had to blow both of his sums, so you better bet that Best Turtle RU, who is in the top side river right now, is going to be making a move to look at the mid lane. Killer Guy does have Spellbook, but does not have Teleport right now, so he's going to have to walk back to lane. With Tristana in the mid lane just going ahead and actually just letting it sit here. It's saying, okay, I have this call. You have to come into me. And if you're an Orianna going into a level 4 Dragon Trainer Tristana, that is not what you want to see. It's a very hard thing to ask.
No, sir, you do not. Steel City Warrior having the level advantage over Chingbear right now. And Killer Guy is just going to take a lot of damage if she stands right near these minions, getting hit by the passive E.
And that passive E is a menace, but you know what's an even bigger menace? Best Turtle RU has been sitting, taking a nap inside the blue side jungle for the side of Chiral, took the whole side away, was just on the Gromp, and he's already he's already about 3 camps ahead of L Wavy on this Jarvan. He's on his own Krugs, about to back. Dragon's gonna be spawning in about 30 seconds. Look, this is gonna be a very hard matchup for this Jarvan. Looking at a Udyr across the rift, who is literally one of, if not the most annoying champion outside of Seraphine.
Oh yeah, definitely. I can agree with that. Best Turtle, are you looking for a gank onto Killer Guy while Steel City Warrior trying to bait Killer Guy into pushing?
Yeah,
I feel a fight brewing.
Yeah, and if Killer Guy does step up, he has to know that, look, your jungler isn't right there. He's starting to path up toward the mid lane as we see a little bit of trading happen. Oh, here it is.
Oh, Steel City Warrior going in the flash from Best Turtle, are you? But the flag and red coming in, the W coming out from the Tristana First Blood going over to the Killer Guy.
It's a great counter engage. It looked like L Wavy was 100% prepared. He saw what Tristana was doing, just sitting there at the wave. It looked like a bait. You called out the bait, and look, was able to go ahead and get ahead of this Udyr. You can steal my jungle, but you cannot gank my mid laner, and we do see Killer Guy on this Orianna. Wait a minute.
Oh, Tristana, what are you doing? Don't feed Killer Guy.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I love Tristana, but Tristana's kit is literally she baits very good players into making very bad mistakes. Just you have the W, you can go in, you have the E that you can proc, that you can cast while in the air. It makes you feel invincible. It looks really cool too. But her kit just baits very good players into making very bad mistakes all the time. And L Wavy and the side of Chiral Esports are gonna go ahead and capitalize and take this very first dragon.
Yeah. Chiral being able to take that first trade, leading 2-0, having nearly a 1k gold lead at this point. And Chingbear getting that trade topside, using that hook shot. I don't like seeing Gragas not using the belly slam to get out of there or cancel it, but does not want to fight it, does not have any potions, and Camille has 2 biscuits.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of sustain on the side of Camille, and plus, you're not running Grasp, you're running Phase Rush on this Gragas. You have to be a little bit more careful. I know your passive gets you help. Wait a minute, Best Turtle, are you?
Best Turtle, are you just barely getting, not getting the kill, L Wavy being able to flag and drag right out of there.
And that is the power of this Jarvan. You're able to, if you're getting ganked, you just can get out of there. Udyr is fast, but he is not faster than the flag and drag of a Jarvan. So a lot of junglers will get caught there, and they would just be out of luck. But Jarvan, who is, he is 32 CS behind. Now it's changing. About 25 CS behind this Udyr, able to save his life, and that could have been just disastrous if Udyr gets the kill there.
For sure, I completely agree. Killer Guy being a level up on Steel City Warrior. I'm just going to say Tristana. Who just farming up his own Krugs, stealing it away from his jungler, saying, L Wavy, you're behind. You're just a liability now for us.
Yeah, in that case, maybe you're trying to level them up for your jungler, but honestly, look, he's on the top side. I don't know. You go ahead and get that CS, my brother. Go ahead and do what you gotta do. You're gonna be the late game carry for this team. I mean, the Killer Guy has already been accelerated ahead. Already 20 CS up on this Tristana, who did start. Let me remind you, started Cole. Thought it was gonna be a very easy game, but when you have this Orianna, who does already have the Seeker's Arm Guard and it's already stacking up that tier, it's gonna be a very, very hard game for you in this early part of the match.
For sure, this Gragas building a Lost Chapter, so maybe building Ludens, maybe building Leandries, is definitely not building Night Harvester, which I would say you'd build on a Gragas.
Yeah, I like Night Harvester, but I can definitely see Leandries. That I like the burn. I actually love Leandries a lot as an item, but we do see Rift. Wait a minute,
Ooh, TP coming in from Camille. Looks like that is an ultimate. Steel City Warrior being taken out so low, and the Hexic ultimatum keeping him in place. Wow, that was very nice. And the TP from the spellbook of Killer Guy, just great.
Yeah, 2 TPs there for 1 kill bot. That's interesting. You got to get plates here because you gave up the Herald for this. You need to get plates right here. At least 2, I think. Lulu's coming back down. That's going to be the other Steel City Warrior. No, not that one. The other one. The other Steel City Warrior.
The other one.
The other one. But yeah, we do see that we're getting some free hits on the turret up top from the other Steel City Warrior. And Udyr is right here, and there's a play being made.
Yeah, Chingbear not being able to eat out of that situation and dying for it. It's going to be some free plates topside for the side of Mad City.
Free plates, probably a free turret if you really want to, but I think it's going to be best turtle, or it's going to be best turtle RU to saying, never mind, we have all but 2 of the plates here. Let's go ahead and skedaddle, as we do see El Wavy pathing his way up here to clear this wave, but Tristana's going to get this next. No, she won't. Backs away.
She should have gotten it because of her bomb, but I don't know.
I think you can withstand the any kind of onslaught you're going to get from El Wavy. Just W out of that and just sacrifice some of your health for that last plate because you are behind in your lane, but it's all good.
It is all good. They did not seem to even get that third turret plate. Next Drake coming up in a minute. I'm looking for Chiral to take this one. Kind of like, take back this lead. Take back the night.
Yeah, take back the knight. You have a knight on your team, or is it the king's son? So he's really a knight. I don't know the lore. Anyway, but I knew he's the king's son or something like that. But
he is the king now, I think.
Oh, he's the king now. Well, there it is, right there. He came up just like Simba. But you do see priority in the bot lane shifts to Mad City right now, and we do see Udyr making a move up to the mid lane.
Yep, using the smite, forced the flash on a killer guy. It's beautiful, but the Tristana also flashing, also ulting. So, it's feeling alright for that trade.
Yeah, that's going to be a lane where both these junglers are going to make another pass through coming up very, very soon. El Wavy making its way to the Dragon. We already see the full bot lane for Mad City already up here, and they're making moves in this river brush for some reason. We see some trading happening in the top lane.
Reftail being dropped mid lane. A little bit far away, but should be able to get to the tower, get a few plates. Ooh, and that is Mad City starting up this Drake. But here comes Yoo-Hoo being a little bit ahead of this Kaisa and just forcing him off in the engage, the L wavy, the slam dunk does not hit. But now John is just zoning them all off the wave, and here comes Killer Guy zoning off Best Turtle RU, and this Drake is going down to Chiral.
Yeah, that was a very good counter engage there. LYV does miss on the ult, but it took the flash of both the Lulu and North to get away from that ult. So you take those, you say, okay, I saw Tristana already flash about a minute ago, and now both the bot laners for Mad City flashed. I know exactly what to do. Chingbear, just hold tight, just don't die top, and we're gonna go ahead and make things work in the mid, in the bot lane. You're already stacking dragons. You're about even. Actually, you're kind of behind in gold because of that play top.
Yep, you are a little bit behind. Just slightly. Lots of plays down top and mid lane right now. Only 2 turret plays left, while bot lane basically even in turret plays. If we take a quick look at individual gold, it's only slight leads, about 1k in top lane for Mad City, 1k in favor of Chiral in the mid lane, and bot lane almost dead even, only about 500.
Yeah, it's really even in the bot lane, but the mid lane is also another 1k to the side of Chiral Esports, maybe like 800 actually. But we do see some shenanigans. The killer guy is in. Oh no, it's gonna chase out Best Turtle RU. I thought there was gonna be a collapse with Steel City with the Gragas coming through and getting a pincer move there, but that's not gonna work because El Wavy is on the prowl. That's just fine. He is still 20 CS behind, but he's gonna be just fine in this matchup because his mid lane is ahead, and he's doing and Vayne is already getting bigger and bigger in this matchup. But as we do see, just some placement taken in the bot lane, as we saw the team just rotate up to the mid. No flash here though.
Yeah, North and Yoo-Hoo duking it out, but here comes the flagging drive with the slam dunk TP coming in from the Gragas. North going in large, and Steel City Warriors getting knocked away. El Wavy getting out of there, but you know who ain't? Orbit is not getting out of there. North grabbing the kill, and El Wavy just barely getting out of that one. Steel City Warrior going a little bit deep here. Oh, but here comes Oriana with the shockwave. North going down front to the killer guy. Heal coming up from Yoo-Hoo and the flash away. Ooh, Steel City Warrior being taken on so low, and so is Yoo-Hoo, but L-Wavy not being able to be there for any sort of follow-up.
Yeah, North just getting caught out right outside that tribe rush. That is tragic. But we do see some really good peel from the Gragas for the Lulu. Actually, they peel for each other there. That was a really good engage for the side of Chiral Esports. You do love to see an engage and a counter engage go like that. But the very first turret does go to Udyr, who did die early on in the game, and he's still ahead. And yes, obviously, look, he just clears camps so quickly, so efficiently. It's hard to be. You can only hope to be even or just slightly behind of a Udyr. But this mid tower is probably gonna go down too, as Chitana has the E, and there it is.
Yep, 2 turrets to zilch, netting them a 2k gold lead. Turrets give a surprising amount of gold, and people will be surprised by how much gold they miss by not taking towers.
Yeah, I mean, you see that Chiral Esports has been able to go ahead and stack dragons. Next one coming up in 90 seconds. They have more kills, but they're actually behind about 2k in gold.
Yep, TP coming in from Chingbear with the flash engage. Steel Warrior using the enlarge on himself, but North being taken out by Yoo-Hoo. Camille diving the tower, and the stopwatch coming so in handy there by Steel City Warrior.
Yeah, we were talking before the game went live about these stopwatches, both Lulu and Killer Guy going for the committing stopwatches. That time it does save Lulu from that die that was happening there. And what I'm noticing here is that Mad City, you have to understand, they're letting Chingbear play weak side. I mean, he's had all this attention go on to the top side from you guys, and you haven't seen L-Wavy there very often at all. So you have to understand that you guys are going to be where the focus is, and they're going to come after you because you have no flashes. You come up in about 20 seconds, but you have to play a little bit better, a little bit more cautiously when you know that TP is up for Chingbear, and you are the definite focus for the kill lane on the side of Chiral Esports.
Yup, would like to point out the killer guy opted to take that Zanya's first. Gragas, still not sure what he's really building. Has that Kindle gem, having the Sork shoes. Already, it looks like Chiral having a little bit of prio over this Dragon Pit right now.
Yeah, they have prio, and then they go ahead and give it on up here. Want to use the Scryer's Bloom, but they can't pressure this tower. I wonder what's going to happen here. We have 5 members, the whole squad here for the side of Mad City. Let's see how this engage works out for them.
Yep, it's going to be a 5v5 team fight. Best Turtle are you going in with the enlarge. Chingbear being taken out so low, but not going to be taken out. Turtles are you taken out to about half HP, but Killer Guy going golden with the bomb on top of him is barely just going to get shut down by this Udyr Airwavy, just getting right on out of there. Steel City Warrior, though, going in pretty deep, forced to flash away. Yoo-Hoo getting that shield, but Best Turtle are you going under turret. Steel City Warrior, everyone right now for Mad City is at about half HP, in danger of an engage by Steel City Warrior, and Yoo-Hoo grabbing that killing spree kill. And the bomb on his head doesn't even matter, as Drake is going to go over to Mad City.
Yeah, that was a good 2 kills, and it was going to be one for nothing on the side of Mad City. But like I mentioned before, Tristana's kit makes you just lose your mind. We see early on trying to dives in, tries to get the W in the E combo and get some kills off that. Notices that, wait a minute, they have way too much burst, uses the buster shot to push them all away, ends up flashing. His flash just came up, had a flash out. Then W comes back up, he's able to jump back in and get a kill, but he puts Yoo-Hoo on this Vayne on a killing spree. That's not what you want. You already have the Dragon Prio. You're already going to get that. The 300 gold you get there is great for you, but you've just accelerated this Vayne, this late game hyper giga carry, even further.
For sure, Red Tail being started up by Chiral. And right now, if you're either of these teams, you're feeling pretty good. Chiral having that kill advantage, having these Drakes. But if you are Mad City, I would say they are in a little bit better a position. Steel City Warrior maybe getting cut out here in the huge W proc from the Vayne.
What happens when you give a Vayne more kills, you give that extra 300 gold, and she becomes a monster at 18 minutes. The gold lead still belongs to Mad City here, but the momentum is all on the side of Chiral.
Yeah, Steel City Warrior forced to flash away, but here comes Best Turtles Are You doing what he does best and runs away.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I've not casted too many games where I've had a Udyr who runs away from engages. Udyr is so tanky, so fast, and as a stun god that you just always move forward, and just not seeing the confidence here, not seeing him being aggressive is such a strange occurrence for me because this is what I've become used to from Udyr's. But like I mentioned, all the momentum is on the side of Chiral Esports here. They are in the driver's seat. While we're backing on a ward, there you go, Orbit.
Oh, it's sus. Well, as Rise likes to say, I'm not running away, I'm running at you the long way.
Yeah, and it's going to take the side of Mad City Esports to get back in this game the long way. Yes, you're up in gold, but that doesn't really matter when you have a 3-0 Orianna, who, look, let's be real, the build is kind of stunted. You had to go Zonia's first like you're a Lilia or something. But look, Yoo-Hoo on this vein is already fed, already a destructive monster. And L-Wavy's been very proactive. Looks like they're trying to go for it. Oh, I see. Yep, that's a great attempt at an invade and a, wait a minute, Chingbear.
Chingbear gonna miss that hook shot, just gonna be absolutely deleted by Best Turtles Are You. That may be another pick onto Yoo-Hoo. Yoo-Hoo being caught out, but it's L-Wavy tanking the damage. He's got the team on his back right now. Best Turtles Are You stealing away that red buff. Drake coming up in the next minute 45.
Yeah, and that was an ambush that ended up almost failing, but then they get one back on the back end. Chingbear says, I know y'all missed out. They had the blue war. They found you out on the red buff. That doesn't matter, my brother. I'm going to miss my hook shot, wall shot, and this is going to be a kill to you guys. 3 kills on this Udyr, and going for that Thornmail next. Not going to be the Dead Man's Plate. That's going to be a very, very tough man-bear pig Phoenix guy.
Very true. I would like to say, Gragas going for Everfrost. Definitely a first for me.
Yeah, it's
Chingbear, no. Face checking. The Everfrost comes out with the stun and just gets knocked back using the Hex Ultimatum. But just going to get flashed on. The killer guy flashing away from Best Turtles Are You. Going to be the slam dunk. Best Turtles Are You is stuck under tower, and the shutdown going over to Vayne. Yoo-Hoo. Who's knocking at the door? It's Yoo-Hoo.
Wait a minute.
Almost was a great engage, but the flash from Steel City Warrior, the other Steel City Warrior, gets him out. Ooh, another engage here, but with North being there to support Mad City, I do not think anything else will come out of it. Ulti, Monsoon coming out from Orbit. Ooh, that was a very rough Everfrost from Steel City Warrior. L-Wavy getting out there with 1 HP. Steel City Warrior just barely getting out there. Hook shot onto the flashing North. Wow, what a plays.
Yeah, Chingbear dies, tries to come back on the back end and become a menace there. Not able to make it happen. That's just fine. That play burned so many flashes. Best Turtle Are You, North on the Kaisa, both Killer Guy and L-Wavy had to burn flashes on that play, and there's not any clear indication of who has Prio on this dragon. Well, they're going to start right now, but the side of Mad City Mirage is coming right now, and Kyle does not feel safe actually taking that dragon after all of that fighting here. They're going to go ahead and give it up, maybe try to establish some vision in this topside river area near the Baron. This is going to even out the dragon stacking for both teams, but Yoo-Hoo has been stacking up kills, and that's exactly what you want to see. And now in what was a stunted build, Orianna does have at Leandries to pair with that Zonia, so we're going to be looking at 2 very, very bursty champions that can be actually just destructive on the map for the side of Chiral Esports.
Yep, completely agree with you. First items coming out, Janna opting for the Ardent Sensor first. We also have Janna building the Dark Seal, wanting to scale a little bit, I guess. Camille picking up that Tiamat, most likely going towards that Ravenous Hydra.
Yep. even an 0-4 Camille is a destructive force with Triforce and with Ravenous Hydra. I mean, you don't have to kill anyone. Just be in the side lane, do what you gotta do, and you're gonna make moves regardless. We do see the killer guy alone by himself in the bot lane, about to go ahead and take this tier 1 turret. Their second of the game, and even through all this action, all of this fighting, all this going on, the gold lead, well, it was 1K a second ago, now it's about 500, but the point is, Chiral Esports is not in the lead. So, I mean, this is going to be, wait, an invade in the blue side jungle here.
Don't do it. Don't take this Baron.
Yeah, they're not going to make a move here. That would not be the smart thing to do.
Ooh, this is a little bit risky, but they're looking to collapse on the members of Chiral right now. Tornado going to be missed, but Yoo-Hoo getting smited, forced to pop the ultimate, tries to dash out, gets condemned, but just gets knocked back. Tristana grabbing that kill. Wavy going pretty deep right now. Killer Instinct being used onto Wavy. Wavy falling over to North. That is a 2-for-0 trade. Jungler and AD carried down. Now they could look to take this Baron if they really wanted to.
Oh yeah, and they definitely want to, as we saw pings go down to the Baron pit. If that jungler's down and that Vayne is down for the next 15 and 20 seconds, you can go ahead and burst this. I mean, you have a lot of, look, you have Tristana, you have Kai'Sa, and Udyr himself. You can zone the side of Chiral off here. This Baron is going to go down pretty quickly, already at 4K health.
Yep, Chingbear trying to chase away Steel City Warrior, but Steel City Warrior is a distraction right now as Baron is still being done. No one else knows about it. They're chasing Steel City Warrior. The ultimate coming on to Chingbear. That is a 5v1 right now. Chingbear fallen.
Yeah, Chingbear does fall there, but I don't know why. I feel like you didn't have to. What were you gonna do? Were you gonna stop the Baron take? Were you gonna dive in? You have Trinity in a Tiamat right now. You weren't gonna stop that Baron take, and even if you did get a kill, they have Baron, and you're just gonna die again. I don't think that's what you need to be doing if you're Chingbear on this carry. It maybe gives me a little bit of an inkling as to why we've seen him mostly on tanks playing Giga weak side, but that is going to be another kill over to the side of mAAd City Mirage, and they have the Baron with push, and they're going to have Baron persisting through this third Drake. It's going to be potential, so it's going to be the sole point for one of these two teams, and they're going to be stacking 3 Cloud Drakes here, having more ultimates, especially for Gragas. I keep saying it because I'm going to see both of them. For Gragas and Lulu, those are 2 ults you definitely want on cooldown.
Yeah, Steel City Warrior and Best Turtle RU, it's not even close right now. Chingbear just going to fall. Monsoon being used though, but the flash away from Best Turtle RU, the Killer Instinct being used. Wavy falling down to North. North 4-2 finally coming back as AD carry.
Yeah, North with a little bit of a weaker early game, but I mean you're stunting now, and this Tristana, which started off pretty poorly, is now 2-3-5. Haven't really said anything about the other Steel City Warrior in a minute, but yeah, Tristana is even becoming a monster, and she is the ultimate siege champion in this game right now. Already level 14, it has great range right here, almost like a baroned up cannon minion. Not quite the same, but they're pressuring this bot inhibitor turret for almost no reason.
Yeah,
Rotate.
The Drake is coming up soon. They do want to siege a little bit, but don't think it's worth it.
Yeah, I think what they could have done was made that push there, taking that tower there, and then just rotate to mid. I mean, the mid tower's all alone. Like they had the whole squad there at the bot inhibitor. You could have pushed this whole wave there, make them answer that, and put a lot more damage on this tier 2 in the mid lane. It's like on its last legs, really, if you put Tristana on it. But they do have the ultimate. Actually, they don't have ultimate positioning here for this drag. Tristana in the tri-bush right here. But we'll see. Oh, teleport coming down. We'll see how this fight breaks out, because it's going to be another 5v5 coming up very, very soon.
Yep, Dragon Prio going over to the side of Chiral right now, but with the 5-man here. Udyr looking for the steal. Oh, the beautiful smite steal. Not really sure where Wavy smited, but not at the Drake. Jumps in, Wavy just going to fall with Slam Dunk. Polymorph landing on to Chang, and it's going to be a kill. the Steel City Warrior Gragas is going to stay alive, as that is a 5-for-1 with only Steel City Warrior. No R is going to die.
Yeah, but the Steel City Warriors, who do have R's, those two had a very good engage. Look, I think Steel City Warrior, the Tristana, is most likely a very, very good player. The thing is, I've seen the same things out of him that I've seen out of every Tristana. When I play Tristana, my main Tristana, I saw it out of myself. I see it out of every Tristana that I see in my games. Tristana's kit baits you into making these kind of hero plays that you don't really need to do at the time. But I mean, this game's already over here. It's gonna disappear a few more members of
I don't think they can end here, Shell. I do not think that they have the damage right now. As Camille taking a lot of damage, Ching going down. You can't be staggering like this. Shutdown does go on to North, though. Orbit being taken on solo using the shield. Best turtles are you also at pretty low health, so is Steel City Warrior. The shield going down to the tower is huge. And let me tell you right now, that was almost disastrous.
That was disastrous. You didn't get the end there, but it's even almost at more just it's almost more sure and just look. 10 kills to 18. For most of this game, Mad City was behind in kills, but had more gold. Now this gold leads balloon to 8k. The up 8 kills, and now you have a Kai'Sa who's 8-3. Your AP Gragas running Everfrost, Zonia's, and Banshee's Veil with 10 stacks on his Dark Seal. 4-0-12 is about to be even more destructive on the map. He has so much great peel, and he's already just strong in general with all that AP. You have to hit him with a second spell because that Banshee's Veil is going to be on him, and then he can just go ahead and just go golden. You have to deal with these absolute monsters, and even wait a minute, and even this Udyr going for Lichbane. I mean, I've seen it all. We're on a crash course, a collision course for either another Baron take or just a flat out 5v5 and an end.
I'm gonna tell you right now, the Lichbane on Udyr is actually pretty good if you're maxing Phoenix form.
Yeah, I can see it definitely being the case. I mean, you also get that extra speed, extra movement speed on the passive, but I just don't see it very often. I usually see, full tank, or obviously he's stacking armor, so I would have thought he would have gone for Dead Man's Plate. But when you're everyone on your team is basically a carry at this point. You have AP Gragas going this build. I mean, you may as well just go ahead and build yourself some more damage yourself. You say, wait a minute. I know I have 12 KP, but I want even more kills myself with my damage. And this Baron's going to go down in the next 2.9.
Oh, very true. This Baron most likely going to be going down over to Mad City as Gragas zoning off the members of Chiral. I'm not sure if Chiral even knew it, that they're taking Baron. With the Camille just split pushing bot side, doing what she needs to do right now to really do anything. And that was the spellbook coming out from Killer Guy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I saw a single blue ping on top of, blue ping on top of that Baron pit. I'm not sure Kyle even knew about it. And what was a very convincing and a very strong lead early and even into the mid game, it just turned out that a couple of bad engages, I don't want to say it like this, but wait a minute.
Yeah, engage from L Wavy, but a little bit too ballsy right there. The flash engage from Chingbear does not get anything. As Yoo-Hoo kills Steel City Warrior, the middle lane one. But Yoo-Hoo just getting stunned. Chingbear a little bit too low, and everyone's just getting destroyed. Kai'Sa deals so much damage right now. North says, nerf me, because I am way too strong right now.
Yeah, he's feeling himself. That is going to be a 4-for-1. Steel City Warrior is the only champ that actually dies in these fights for the side of Mad City. I mean, you're just seeing, wow, look at this fashion gauge. That's just ridiculous. But yeah, we're just looking at a game that just it's got way out of hand on the side of Chiral Esports. I mean, you had a very, very strong and convincing lead. He had a very good early game. You got Killer Guy 2 kills, and that made his lane, which was going to be very hard against this Tristana, a much easier lane. Got the early Seeker's arm guard. And although you were behind in farm to an Udyr, which is going to happen, I think El Wavy had a very strong early game, but the problem was you will allow them to get back in the game one strong engage, one good fight from a team that does have you have AP Gragas, and you have a Lulu there, and you have one of the tankiest champs in the game, one of the most annoying tanky champs in the game. As we do get a look at this damage output, I mean, it was gonna be a bad game from the jump, and this AP Gragas did the most damage in the game at 26,000.
Yeah, it's really crazy what AP Gragas can just do by itself, being able to output so much damage. Any last regards from that first game before we head to a short break?
I just want to say that it seems to me that what we saw last week is probably what's going to have to happen in this next upcoming game. Is Chingbear on a carry probably isn't the move. You probably want to play him on a tank. Probably want to play him on something that has engage, but is very, very safe. That I think was what was the biggest turning point in this game, because you're doing fine literally everywhere else. Maybe El Wavy playing let El Wavy play a carry champion and put Chingbear on a tank, a very strong weak side top laner, and I think your fortress is going to change in game number 2.
For sure, we're going to head to a short break. Be sure to not close out of this window. I'm looking at you there in the back. I know you're about to close it right now, but don't go away. We'll be right back with Game 2 of Chiral Esports versus Mad City Mirage. Welcome back, Chiral Esports and XLNC fans all over the world. We are here live with game number 2 of Chiral Esports versus mAAd City Mirage. And right off the bat, mAAd City banning away the Realm, the Twitch, while Camille being banned away by Chiral. Guess they're banning out Ching Bear themselves.
Yeah, they said Ching Bear. Yeah, look, the Camille experiment did not work last game, so we're gonna go ahead and make sure you can't play it. But Steel City Warrior, not the one you're thinking of, the other one. And okay, the other one you were thinking of, he's the one who won't be able to play Camille in this game. But once again, the Rel, Twitch, and Seraphine, like you said, Rel's an amazing support. But the Gragas does get locked in for mAAd City Mirage. They said, ooh. AP Gragas? This is first pickable. I want to see how this pick works on this next game.
Not only could it be played top lane, it can be played support, it can be played jungle, lots of flex pick. And right now, pick number 2 for Chiral, putting Ching Bear on this Malphite.
Yep, like I said, you gotta put him on a weak side tank that can engage, something that doesn't need attention, and something that Lord willing does not get solo killed up there in the top lane. But Kai'Sa was a very strong pick. You going to be on this in this game. I really like the Kai'Sa here. I want to see them go ahead. I want to see them take a support here, but I want to see what L-Wavy can do. I think L-Wavy should get his jungler in this very first set of picks. But the Vayne's going to be locked in again, and Vayne worked very, very well here. North is going to be piloting it, and Vayne, if you let her get ahead too early, what we saw last game can definitely happen. Again, this was his Ultra Giga Mega Fed, and the Gnar will be the lock-in for Gnar.
Yep, for Steel City Warrior, the other one.
Wait, that one though? Wait, that one or
the other one? You know,
okay,
I'm confused.
Yeah, that one. No, you're right. You're right. It was that one.
Yeah, mAAd City putting Steel Warrior with the R in the top lane, and Thresh being the last lock-in for pick number 1. Most likely going over to Orbit.
Most likely indeed. If it went anywhere else, I would be absolutely astonished and flabbergasted. But yeah, I do like seeing the AD and the support being picked in the same in the same pick phase. Now, the last 3, I believe, they have always taken their support in the second phase of the other picks. They've always gotten L-Wavy priority on his jungle picks, but changing the ways a little bit here. They are 0-3 so far, starting off the Risen Divine League, so we're going to see some changes happening for Chiral. Lulu gets banned by them, and then the Galio, they don't want neither Orbit or the killer guy on this Stone Gargoyle guy who has a Superman logo on his chest for some reason. Yeah, strange.
Yeah, very strange indeed. Lulu Morgana being banned away by Chiral. They do not expect the Graggy support.
No. They do not want it to. They don't think it's going to be that. They say you're probably going to go top lane and get that AP build once more. And the Hecarim gets banned. Now, this is very interesting. They don't want to go ahead and ban out L-Wavy's Graves or his Kane. 2 picks that are actually extremely reliable for him. He's strong on both of them. I definitely think they're going to go ahead and take Scorpion Man. They go for the Skarner.
Yes! Skarner!
And you heard it here first. ChiefChirpa is extremely excited to the nth degree about this Skarner pick. Every time I cast with him, he is always in love with this Skarner, and this for a good reason. Skarner is a very strong jungler. The kidnap potential, you flash R, you get that impale, and you just off. To never be seen again. Do not get caught out. This is the worst champ to get caught out by. Especially with all the wombo combo you're building up right now. And this strategy of going ahead and getting L-Wavy, his jungle pick here, is going to allow the killer guy once again to get the counter pick in the mid lane.
So this Nautilus lock-in for mAAd City does mean that this Grog is most likely going in the jungle, but no! If that's a Gragas mid.
Chief, I've seen it all, I think.
Just when you say that, they're about to pull out the Skarner AP mid.
Yeah, if I see Timo here, I don't know what I assume I'm Team Timo. It's just Timo here. It's gonna be Timo mid, or it's Ari. It's the next one up.
Next
One.
best.
Break this down for me. You break it down. Break it down.
Well, we are going to be heading into regular draft right now. I have to get back into my position because I was just sitting comfortably. We're getting ready checks. Got type R. So let's break down these team compositions a little bit. Gragas, mid lane, Gnar top lane. What are we thinking about Gnar versus Malphite?
I'm thinking King Bear just plays safe, scale up, and when it comes to time to team fight, do your business. Press. You know what key to press. You know what key to press, and you press it with your index finger. Don't get too fancy pressing it with your other fingers, King Bear. Press the button you're supposed to press, and don't get solo killed in the laning phase.
Yeah, don't get solo killed will be the name of the game, unless we are seeing Gnar mid lane, which would be very interesting, but I doubt it. Ching Bear going to lock in that Malphite, while Steel City Warrior top lane is locking in the Gnar.
Yep, gonna be that Gnar and Malphite matchup that you just love to see. I was joking, but maybe Ching Bear can be aggressive in this lane. I would rather not see it, but I want to see what does he go as his keystone. I really do think that's gonna give the story as to what his plan of action is gonna be. I don't think L-Wave is gonna show him any love as far as ganks go, but I do want to see what his plan is to do in this Gnar matchup. Gragas mid, you called it. I mean, AP Gragas, you may as well go for it. And if you allow them, the counter pick is Ari. The counter pick is Ari. They didn't ban ban Galio and Seraphine. Seraphine's a very strong mid laner, understandable. Galio has a lot of utility and has a global, very understandable. I know you play other things, the killer guy. I've seen you play other things. Now you better show me what this Ari counter pick is. They gave you counter pick very last. You got R5 Ari. I gotta see something. Ari's one of those champs that does have a lot of good burst potential, but if you miss your charm, you're almost useless in almost every sense of the word.
Exactly. You're going to be looking for solo kills early and just honestly a lot of pressure. Gragas may be able to poke you out of lane, but these two mages duking it out. Let's talk a little bit about jungle right now. Olaf, Skarner, both of these guys, fast clears. Olaf going to want to get that early pressure while Skarner wanting to wait till 6.
Yeah, both fast clears like you mentioned, but both they want to do different things. Olaf wants to get in and make moves happen. I anticipate him definitely making moves in this mid lane. I want to test the killer guy early. If the killer guy starts hitting them charms, hitting them E's with consistency, then it's going to be a hard one. You prove yourself early. If you miss your first two, the first one is a freebie. But if I see you miss 2 or 3 charms, then if I'm best turtle RU, I'm making my way to that lane with frequency, con frecuencia for my Latina and Latino viewers out there. How you doing? But yeah, I mean, that's what's going to be the litmus test for what Olaf wants to do. I don't see him going to the top lane very often. Maybe he wants to go and help out North and the other Steel City Warrior on this Nautilus. There's a lot of good pick there. You can just burst them down there. But yeah, I think the matchup is gonna be L-Wavy hovering the mid lane and best turtle RU making moves in the mid lane very early to test out what this Ari can do.
Yeah, I'm very excited to see this mid lane matchup. We talked about jungle, we talked about top lane, we talked about bot lane. So now all that we have left is to talk about our little break, which we'll be heading right into. Don't go anywhere.
Every child in Valorant has heard the tale before about the cursed mummy boy who felt his heart no more. So sad and lorn, the helpless lad, Amumu was his name. He ventured out to find a friend and learn about his bane. For many years, young Amumu traveled through the lands, determined to make friends if only they would understand. But even when Amumu stood upon the ledge of home, his hope would disappoint him and he would remain alone. But then the curse began to whisper in his ear. It would confirm what was Amumu's biggest fear. It pledged that never shall someone become his friend. It pledged that he shall be alone until his end. But sorrow and despair became too much to bear. The moment when Amumu realized what he had done, too late it was for him, for them, the evil curse had won. The anger and the anguish overwhelmed his fragile soul and caused a wicked tantrum that he never could control.
Alright, after a long pause because of a bit of a bathroom break and just some technical difficulties going on, we are back on the Rift with Chiral Esports versus mAAd City Mirage. mAAd City came back the first game and won it. Let us see if Chiral can do the same.
Yeah, let's see how that's going to work out. But let's not go ahead. Let's not blame the technical for the difficulties. No. It wasn't any technical difficulties. It was the bathroom that caused that long delay. We're not going to ever give the anyone going to the bathroom a chance to defend their actions right during Champ Select. But we do see another 5-man line of scrimmage from both of these teams. Well, actually, it's now 4-man line of scrimmage as North is just going through the brush and enjoying this very lovely scenery here that Riot has provided us. I can't appreciate it any more than I already do right now. We're gonna see Turtle go ahead and start at his blue, potentially maybe looking to invade the Raptor camp. They're sitting in the pixel brush. Oh yeah, you're gonna have to sweep this though if he really wants to do this.
Greg is having that sweeper, but probably not going to be there to help use it. Ooh, but is already going to be spotted out. Here comes Malphite with the rotation. And Olaf going to get that clean steal.
Yep. Oh, you don't want to go ahead and face check that if you are the Malphite. There was actually Gragas not on vision there, so it could have been a 3-man in there. You do have the ward and the tri-brush, so you'll see this Gnar walking up to lane. As Malphite doesn't even contest the wave at all. Interesting. I guess he never saw. He definitely saw the Gnar on the ward, but he just doesn't contest the wave at all. Doesn't step forward. I guess because he knows that Olaf will be on the back end sometime. I don't know, but doesn't matter because we do see vertical jungling. As we do notice that Elwavy has taken the red buff from the side of mAAd City.
Yup, and Olaf clearing out that entire red side. It's, I think, going slightly in favor of Elwavy right now because he already has his blue buff, and Olaf may try to go for that invade of the blue side, in which case basically nothing else is going to happen except just complete opposite side jungling.
Yeah, but I think it's going to just go ahead. He's just going to go ahead back to his blue side. Take the Krugs. Will he go for a gank potentially here? No, he's going to get spotted out on that tri-brush ward. This is going to be, this is vertical jungling here. You take each other's red and full clear that jungle out there, and nothing too untowards happening outside of Chingbear being zoned off the wave with 1 CS to this Mega Gnar's 15.
Oh yeah, Mega Gnar is going to be able to zone off Chingbear so well, but you're not playing Malphite to be this strong laner. You're playing Malphite to weak side.
Yeah, and then we see the cheater come out as a little bit of a how do you do happens in the bot lane. The cheater recall, Steel City Warrior in the top lane says, hold up. This is going to be the game. Let me go ahead and go back, get this coal real quick, and I'm going to be chilling in the top lane. Wow, what a great hook. And do anything to a Nautilus when you're level 3, but just let them know the Cathian Rain is there, and you better get an Umbrella Ella.
Yup. Just gotta remind them who's boss. Steel City Warrior in the top lane against Chingbear, taking a little bit of damage. Ching is pops that Q just to run away, popping another corrupting pop, but the jump in. Chingbear is going to be caught in a little bit rougher position. Steel City Warrior taking a lot of minions though. Ooh, but Chingbear turns it around.
What was Steel City Warrior thinking there? That went from horrible Chingbear play to Steel City Warrior, the Gnar here, actually just, I don't want to say, that was, look, it's bad play, not very smart. I don't want to call it inting, but you kept your flash, you didn't walk to the brush. I don't know if he actually had a ward on him. He has 0 vision score, but that doesn't mean he doesn't have any wards down. The ward came in late into that brush. That's just tough. It's a bad decision from Steel City Warrior, and now he's extending himself in the lane.
Being a level up, but here comes Best Turtle RU, lands the Undertow, going to land, just barely missed the second one as the sidestep comes out from Chingbear. Still going to be a little down in CS, but down bot lane, Orbit taking a little bit of damage, will be condemned into the wall, forced to flash away, and heal coming out from Yuhu, a little bit of a miss hook from Orbit.
Yeah, let's just say that Orbit was trying to predict Flash. Maybe, I don't know.
We can say that.
Let's say he was trying to predict the Flash there. That was a very good Whoa, Killer Guy, that's the first charm I've seen you miss. I'm not gonna lie to you. I see you miss a second charm. I'm telling my jungler, I'm saying, look, Killer Guy's not hitting these charms on the Ahri. And once you lose, look, Ahri's one of those champs where your E is so integral to the kit. It's integral to your mindset playing the champion. It's very easy to tilt when you don't see those charms hit the way you really want them to. Especially you get to a champ like Gragas who can really zone and gets and actually scales harder than you. You have to hit those early charms to get it in his head and let him know who is actually going to be the one making the moves in the mid lane. You do have a level up on him right now, but it's not going to last that much longer. But I mean, you can't miss too many charms because that's just gonna bring best total RU to your lane to stay.
Yep. Here comes Wavy looking for this lane gank down bot side as Chingbear will be level 6 before Steel City Warrior. Could look for a play, but Malphite ultimate mostly used to engage, not follow up. Ooh, very nice engage on to Yoo-Hoo, but here comes the TP from Ahri and the flash away from Steel City Warrior. As Steel City Warrior up top lane taking a lot of damage, so is the support, forces the heal out of North. Jump in from Steel City Warrior, Gnar, going mega soon. This is too hard, guys.
Yeah, when you name literally every single member of your team the same name, it makes it kind of difficult to cast the games, but you know, if I'm being honest, that was probably the goal from the very jump. I think it's kind of funny, but wait a minute.
Ooh, Killer Guy just dodging out of the way of that cask, and Killer Guy being taken out really low, but here comes out Wave grabbing the stun. The smite coming out from the Olaf. That will be the engage, the flash in from Northbound, the kill. Very nice out Wave before his flash through the wall, but that ignite might grab him. And now Orbit is left with no way back out. That is a 2-for-nothing trade.
Yeah, 2 for nothing there, and just the wildest out. It wasn't even an outplay. You're just getting caught out. I don't know why the Killer Guy was hovering in his blue side jungle, but the best turtle RU was able to stay on a very advantageous side of that blast cone as the Killer Guy was trying to walk away there. And off of that engage, they get the very first dragon. I mean, and plus a lot of flashes were blown. Chingbear blew his flash earlier, but Wavy, the Killer Guy, and Orbit all blew their flashes relatively recently. They all have flashes down, and Best Turtle RU may be looking to make his presence known in those lanes very soon.
Oh, very true. Wavy picking up that red buff will be level 6, looking for that impale, looking to do a little butt twist to get the impaled victim a little bit closer to his team. I love that mechanic, the butt twist.
Oh yeah, I gotta say I am very partial to the butt twist myself, and seeing Skarner do it is one of the best things in my life. Now, Nautilus is probably the unluckiest Nautilus I've ever seen in my life. I've seen so many knot hooks in my days gaming that that was kind of far off. That knot hook, the hitbox is so wide. I expected him to get that right there onto the Kai'Sa and able to engage right there. It's not too often you see a Nautilus hook miss.
Yeah, it's not really too often. As long as they're in the general area, it's usually ending up with a kill. North using the Condemn at Yoo-Hoo, but the miss, the hook, but Wavy with the follow-up, with the impale, securing the Chiral Esports side, another kill.
Now, forgive me if I'm incorrect, but did North just try to peel for his support? Why did he walk forward? Was he trying to dodge a hook? I'm not sure if he was trying to dodge the hook there, if that was the case there, but I think he walked a little bit too forward, and you have to know you're gonna get impaled there by the Skarner. But this play right here just opens up a potential Rift Herald take, although Gnar isn't coming down, but Gragas will. Killer Guy isn't going to burst out an Olaf. You want to step too far forward, you're going to get destroyed yourself. So this is just going to be a kill given over by Mad City, but they do get the next objective on the map, which is going to be the Rift Herald, which can infuse some gold into one of their lanes. I want to see it put into the mid lane in the next minute or so, because this next dragon is coming up in about 2.5 minutes. But if you're the side of Chiral Esports, you want to continue to let these guys from Mad City outplay themselves, step forward, and see if El Wavy can be the catalyst to getting your team ahead, and so far ahead that you're not able to. So Charm goes down. You're not able to let's call it give back the lead like they did last game.
For sure, I completely agree with that. Looking at summoner spells that are coming up soon. Nautilus not having this level 6 yet. We'll hopefully be getting it over these next few waves. Not going to be going mega soon. Could be looking for an engage, but probably will just use it to farm up.
Yeah, he's weak side right now. You do see Best Turtle in the bot lane going for just finishing his Krugs, moving up, maybe trying to hover to counter gank this El Wavy right here. Oh, wow.
Ooh, beautiful engage from El Wavy. The butt twist, the charm onto the Steel City Warrior. Ignite did land onto Killer Guy, and without Killer Guy being there to follow up, ultimate coming out from Chingbear, Warrior City, Steel City Warrior is just barely going to get out of there. Orbit landed that hook. Don't go back in on that. Best Turtle, are you landing the undertow? And that was a lot of fighting for absolutely nothing.
A lot of fighting, but some very good outplay. I like to see the exploding cask from the Gragas, or I can say Warrior. It's very clear what I'm talking about then. But, wait, Steel City Warrior TP's back to... Wait, what?
A little bit of a questionable play there. Let's see if it works out. As here comes El Wavy. Steel City Warrior does not have this jumped up flash engage, but does have the flash. Gets out of there. Ooh, but a beautiful smite. Is that going to be enough? Steel City Warrior being taken down to about 100 HP, and Chingbear not playing weak side anymore.
Yeah, I have not a singular inkling as to what the... Wait a minute.
Well, Wavy though, unstoppable force. Best Turtle going into the Ragnarok. It might be grabbing a double kill, forced to flash out of Chingbear, but the undertow grabbing the kill.
Yeah, I had no clue what Steel City Warrior, the top laner, was doing, but all things became clear. He was baiting in Chingbear and El Wavy to feed Olaf. That was an amazing 200 IQ play. He TPs to lane, goes into the his own blue side jungle, takes the blast cone, dies, but it's all good because he gives Best Turtle RU 3 plates in the top lane for himself. All that gold for your jungler. That's how you play for jungle. That's exactly how you play for jungle. Steel City Warrior on the Gnar is playing light years ahead of the meta right now.
Ooh, very much so. Tower goes down. Drake is going to be started up by Chiral though.
Think they have this. They're going to go ahead and finish this off. El Wavy with a smite. Good lantern. What?
What was that? The Impale going to be used. Steel City Warrior being taken down solo and is going to drop, but so is El Wavy. North being taken down solo. Killer Instinct grabbing the shutdown. She is on a rampage. Cask coming out. Warrior getting charmed, getting knocked up, knocked back, and knocked dead. Best Turtle RU not having the Ragnarok quite to use here, but Orbit most likely going to be going down to the Undertow. Yoo-hoo trying to get out of here. Undertow will land. Killer Guy just barely missing that charm. That would have saved your ADC. Now Killer Guy, Ragnarok finally up. Killer Guy is just going to fall to the triple kill.
Chingbear versus Steel City Warrior. No, it's the other Steel City Warrior. Two Steel City Warriors. One Chingbear. I'm sorry I took the play-by-play. I thought the fight was over. I thought it was done, but two Steel City Warriors. Chingbear was stuck between a rock and a steel place. Oh my goobly. That was an unthinkable engage that lasted way longer than I think we could have ever imagined. Why did it happen? When did it happen? And who thought it was a good idea? You see a triple kill go over to Best Turtle RU, and this game has been turned on its head. Yes, you get the Drake, but don't forget it was El Wavy and the side of Chiral getting the Drake. The lantern came out from orbit as
ooh, beautiful kill with the Impale just to secure the 1 and 2 Gnar, making him 1 and 3.
Yep, that Gnar stepping out for literally no reason at all, fighting over a blue buff when you just got your jungler triple kill. But don't forget, that whole fight started when LAV smited the dragon and was taking the lantern from orbit. A good lantern, a good teammate. But the great timing from the Nautilus was able to go ahead and knock him down, and they were able to get the kill there, and that turned into a triple. A triple that ended up in a dive against an Ahri underneath their turret for this Olaf. I mean, this has been non-stop action. 15 kills, 15 minutes. We are on a roll. Wait a minute, my math was wrong. It's actually been 16 kills in 15 minutes. We are on an even bigger roll than I originally thought.
Yup. Olaf opting to go for that stride breaker. Normally you see him on the gore drinker, but I guess he wants to go for a little bit more slows here. Not as much need for the heals. Killer guy taking a little bit of damage from the Q from Steel City Warrior. And just nothing going to be happening. We're going to be going into more of a lull state right now where nothing is going to happen except farming, hopefully.
Yeah, we think that, but we've seen some non-stop action in moments where we thought that nothing would happen. Bear is making a little play.
Ooh, Steel City Warrior, what are you doing? No! It is going to just fall to Yoo-hoo.
Yeah, I want to see, and I don't see it in the chat, I don't see Steel City Warrior, the Gnar, pinging question mark saying his laner's missing. Bear was able to walk up the lane and actually just be that far up to help with that engage there. And this is going to be a kill on top of the Nautilus, but the first or the second tower of the game does go down, opens up that bot lane. That's going to give this Kai'Sa on the side of Chiral Esports, piloted by Yoo-hoo, even more damage. I believe he just went ahead and got his serrated dirt there. That's going to be very, very great for Kai'Sa. And I mean, this is just all about communication here. And there wasn't a lot on the side of Mad City.
Yeah, if you don't, really know, maybe they just didn't ping missing because they just said it in their voice call, but you never know. Rift Herald dropped mid, gets that one turret, will be able to grab the second charge. L Wavy popping the ultimate is going to be Chingwer also popping the ultimate. Steel City Warrior being hit really low. Yoo-hoo though using the killer instinct to get out, but the Ragnarok coming in from this Olaf, and it's just huge. Another double kill. Killer guy popping that the stun thingy. Steel City Warrior is going to be going down. Ooh, what a beautiful hook from Steel City Warrior. It's going to net the kill. Best Turtle RU is on a killing spree.
Best Turtle RU is looking like best jungler in A right now. Totally not a award right there. But look, I mean, we're seeing Olaf with at about 1 HP just jumping into the fight saying, I want more. I want even more. 2 stride breakers on the side of Mad City. It's going to be hard to get away from these two dudes just engaging on you at all times of the game. There's only, actually right now, there are going to be about 3 flashes going to be coming up now for the side of Chiral Esports. But I mean, what are you going to do against this Olaf? You have to keep getting picks with El Wavy. He's having a decent enough game giving over the kills to his laners, as El Wavy's in a bad spot.
Yeah, El Wavy, though, with the Impale, gets the follow-up charm, landing onto the Olaf with the knockback, pops the Ragnarok. El Wavy just taking so much damage, and the Ragnarok deals so much damage. Unstoppable, has the Sterix if need be, but Bear popping the Unstoppable Force. But Steel City Warrior, no R there, gets the kill. Double kill going over to Steel City Warrior. Didn't even need to use the R, as his name implies.
Yep, and he said, R my name, never heard of it. And look, we saw El Wavy posturing just a little bit too far in his own jungle. You're never safe in your own jungle if you are behind. I mentioned that he was giving the kills over to his laners. He had 7 assists. Did get his first kill there. But, I mean, it's just so tough as a jungler. You want to get your laners ahead, but at the same time, you aren't able to get that gold for yourself, and it's hard to build items. You're going into a stride breaker, Sterix gauge, and I mean, this Olaf can just burst down anyone on your team, and he wants to get low. He wants to get low in health so he can swing faster. He's so strong, and then if you find yourself worrying about him so much, you're not going to see Steel City Warrior, whose casks have been great this game, Wait a minute.
You who getting caught out, getting so many stuns, but here comes out waiting for us to flash out of Steel City Warrior.
You tried it, and it really is tough when you see your Gnar not able to 1v1 an ADC fast enough. All the ADC 2K21 memes are proving to be false right now, as you see a Kai'Sa actually live against a top laner. That's the first time in Kai'Sa's existence in League of Legends that's happened. But go back to my point about Steel City Warrior. He has the Night Harvester, the Sword Pin boots. Gonna have this Zonus soon. He's been on a tear, 6 stacks on the Dark Seal. He is gonna be a monster, not to the same level as Best Turtle RU, but he's gonna ensure you're not able to stack armor because he is gonna be pumping out that chunky AP damage like a Dark Magician.
For sure, and just to talk a little bit about that top lane fight, we do need to remember, Kai'Sa is 6-2 right now, having over half the kills right now for Chiral. If there is a chance for Chiral to come back, it has to be through Kai'Sa. It has to be through Yoo-Hoo.
Yeah, that's the good point to make. Kai'Sa is doing really great. Yoo-Hoo is in the right spot at the right time. And Chingbear, after his less than stellar performance, wait a minute, a cheeky Baron, don't do it. There's pings going down, question mark pings, but no one's in the area. No one's in the area for Chiral Esports.
Well, are they going to take it? This could be huge for either one of these teams, so this could be a pretty huge throw right now. Wavy looking for the flash over the wall. TP coming in the flash over the wall, and he steals the Baron! But on top, force Chingbear going down to the stun, and so is Skarner. The R from the R-less Steel City Warrior going to grab that kill as you get Baron, but not only your Thresh and your Ahri have it, and maybe Orbit won't even have it anymore. Uses the flag, gets re-engaged upon the killer guy being down pretty low. Orbit going to fall down to Steel City Warrior Gnar, as now it's killer guy against the world.
Killer guy against Best Turtle RU to be exact, and we know how this fight ends. Yep, just like that. And yes, you were able to flash and get the Baron. The Baron power play is going to be over for Chiral Esports. Look, you were able to deny the Baron, but you also allow such ridiculous map pressure for the side of Mad City Mirage, and the heat has been turned up so high. I'm sure Chiral is seeing a Mirage right now. There is just a red hot Olaf on your screen, and the wait a minute.
Ooh, great unstoppable force, but the unstoppable force being used by Chingbear with the Ragnarok. But Best Turtle 1v4 right now. If only he had Gore Drinker. Is going to be taking a lot of the Acathian rain shutdown, going over to Kai'Sa, right who you want it to be. Wavy taking quite a bit of damage right here. Comes North. Taking a lot of damage, is going to be rooted. It's going to be taken out by Killer Guy. So much CC, he can't dash out of that. North.
Yep, you cannot dash out of that. That was perhaps a little bit of an overstay. I think it was a little bit of hubris. You say, okay, I'm Olaf right now. I am huge. He has Stridebreaker, Sterix Gauge. He has the Black Cleaver. All very expensive items. I mean, bro, it's hard. It's hard enough playing the game. It's 23 minutes. Keep in mind. Wait a minute. What's happening here with Orbit?
Orbit, no. He has the flash, gets over the wall, but the cask knocks him back. But here comes the Killer Guy, lands that charm, lands that hook. Orbit just barely going to get out of that. I think Steel City Warrior does not want anything to do with this, but goes back in, pops, gets the locket proc, but Orbit, no, what are you doing there? Ooh, but a beautiful shutdown going over to Yoo-Hoo.
Okay, Steel City Warrior, I know your team is very far ahead. You're up 8 kills, up 6k gold. Your jungler is a monster on the Rift right now. You have crazy map pressure, but you have to understand the dragon's up in 5 seconds. Why and what was the thought process there? This is what happened to Chiral last game. You get a little bit too greedy, and a game can turn around in just a matter of seconds. Get this dragon, deny soul point from the side of Mad City, and you can turn around this game.
Yeah, but here comes Best Turtle. You pop the Ragnarok Wave, not being able to use that Impale. But the Unstoppable Force not going to do anything as Kai'Sa fallen. There goes most of your damage. Killer Guy going to be the only one left with any form of damage. But Wavy going back in, lands the second proc of the Impale onto, I don't even know who that was, probably North, but Drake going to be going over to Mad City.
That was such a what a ridiculous thing to do for the side of Best Turtle RU. He was alone. He was by himself, solo, bolo, yee, whatever you want to call it, in enemy blue side jungle, just in front of the Dragon Pit, waiting. They're in the river already. They come into him. He's 4v1ing as an Olaf. He does not die in that whole engage. I don't know how and why he was there, but I know what he did when he got in there. He became an absolute monster. Soul Point. Wait a minute.
Orbit just going to be taken out, barely missing that hook from Steel City Warrior Nautilus. And as the wrap goes, they're in the blue side river already. Mom Spaghetti. Olaf popping the Ragnarok. Chingbear just going to drop immediately out. Wavy trying to do anything he can. Use the Impale, but going to be taken out right before he can do anything. Before he can do the butt twist. Killer Guy being knocked back by that explosive cask. And now Steel City Warrior that left pretty low. So is this Olaf forced to take so many turret shots. Gets the flash out of Killer Guy. And that's just going to be an inhib and maybe an end here.
Please don't end before we see the butt twist one more time. I don't want to live in a world without the butt twist. Oh, and I don't think that the Killer Guy is going to be living in any world anytime soon.
Neither is Steel City Warrior. That's just going to be an end, I think. They have the damage. And
they have everything.
They have everything. They have the game. mAAd City. Mirage. Take it 2-0 against Chiral Esports. Chiral fans, feels bad, man. If you're here for mAAd City Mirage, well, you are feeling pretty good after that.
Yeah, I gotta say, it's really tough. 2 weeks in a row of an 0-2 performance out of Chiral Esports. I like what I was seeing out of Chingbear earlier on. I'm not gonna sit here and break down the KDA. That's not even a big deal right now. What happened here was you allowed the enemy jungler to get so far ahead. I liked the Skarner pick. I didn't hate the Skarner pick. But if I'm Chiral Esports, and I understand there are different strategies you want to use. You want to accentuate what your team can do. Wavy. Let Wavy play his Graves or his Kayn. Build your team comp around the Graves and the Kayn. He is strong on both of those champions. The problem wasn't his champions in these matches, but I think you can have a much bigger advantage if you allow who I believe is the actual carry of this team to have what he can do, what he works best on, and you surround him with the pieces to help him move forward in the matchups.
Well, with a amazing game 2, Chiral Esports put everything that they had for it, but they were not able to take it. Any quick regards you have about any of these 2 games, Shellitronnn?
Yeah, I just gotta say, we still have to figure out what exactly the identity is of Chiral Esports. We've tried a few things. Last week it was Tank's top lane. We tried to carry with Camille. Camille is one of the best carry tops, one of the best meta carry tops in the game. We tried the Skarner for Wavy, and I think you performed admirably. And the Killer Guy wasn't all that bad on this Ahri, although depending on what his champ pool is, maybe there was a better option here. I was surprised to see this Gragas mid, this full AP Gragas mid, but I think the identity of the team is still a slight bit of a question mark right now, but there is still time to improve, to figure all that stuff out and make moves next week when we're here again and one more time with Chiral Esports.
Once again with Chiral Esports, live from XLNC Esports 2. I'm ChiefChirpa, joined by the one, the only NBA, NFL, NHL, UFC, WWE, LOL Esports expert, Shellitronnn. We'll see you guys on the Rift.